Hello everyone and welcome to my Friday Facts. Today I'm going to be talking about the American robin. You can hear them singing in the background of nearly all my videos. They have such a lovely song and they're really beautiful birds with that rust red breast. And sometimes I ignore them and think, oh, it's just another robin, as they're always around. They're such a common bird. But I thought today they deserved a Friday Facts all about them. The American robin is the most abundant bird in North America, with over 370 million individuals, well ahead of red-winged blackbirds, introduced European starlings, mourning doves and house finches. It is the end of May here in Vancouver, late spring, early summertime, and the robins are breeding here at the moment. And if you take a walk nearly anywhere, you might have spotted their bright robin's egg blue eggshells on the trails. I know I see them on nearly every walk I take at the moment. Once her babies have hatched, the female robin will pick up the discarded eggshell and take it a distance away and drop it. One of the most interesting facts about American robins is that they're not really robins at all. The American robin is a migratory songbird of the true thrush genus and Turdidae, the wider thrush family. It is named after the European robin because of its reddish-orange breast, though the two species are not closely related or even similar in size and shape, except for that red breast. The European robin belongs to the Old World flycatcher family. The American robin is widely distributed throughout North America, wintering from southern Canada to central Mexico and along the Pacific coast. It is the state bird of Connecticut, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The American robin was first described in 1766 by Carl Linnaeus as Turdus migratorius. The binomial name derives from two Latin words, turdus meaning thrush, and migratorius from migrare to migrate. The term robin for this species has been recorded since at least 1703, and there are about 65 species of medium to large thrush in the genus Turdus, characterized by rounded heads, longish pointed wings, and usually melodious songs. The robin we usually see here in Vancouver is the northwestern robin, and it breeds in southeastern Alaska through coastal British Columbia to Washington and northwestern Oregon. It winters from southwestern British Columbia south to central and southern California and east to northern Idaho. It is slightly smaller than the eastern subspecies and very dark-headed. The sexes are similar, but the female tends to be slightly duller than the male, with a brown tint to the head, brown upper parts, and less bright underparts. The robin breeds throughout most of North America, from Alaska and Canada southward to northern Florida and Mexico. While robins occasionally overwinter in the northern part of the United States and southern Canada, most migrate to winter south of Canada from Florida and the Gulf Coast to central Mexico, as well as along the Pacific coast. Most depart south by the end of August and begin to return north in February and March. Exact dates vary with latitude and climate. The distance by which robins migrate varies significantly depending on their initial habitat. I seem to see and hear robins year-round here, but they're probably not the same bird, but migrants passing through. The American robin begins to breed shortly after returning to its summer range. It is one of the first North American bird species to lay eggs and normally has 2 to 3 broods per breeding season, which lasts from April through to July. The nest is most commonly located about 1.5 to 4.5 meters above the ground in a dense bush or in a fork between 2 tree branches and is built by the female alone. The outer foundation consists of long coarse grass, twigs, paper and feathers. This is lined with smeared mud and cushioned with fine grass or other soft materials. A new nest is built for each brood, and in northern areas, the first clutch is usually placed in an evergreen tree or shrub, while later broods are placed in deciduous trees. The American robin does not shy away from nesting close to human habitations and will frequently construct nests under the eaves or awnings on human homes when such locations provide adequate shelter. It's great fun to watch. The American robins are not cavity nesters, so will not generally use a birdhouse, but may take advantage of artificial nesting platforms. The American robin has an extensive range, estimated at 16 million square kilometers. The conservation status of the species is evaluated as of least concern. At one point, the bird was killed for its meat, but is now protected throughout its range by the Migratory Bird Treaty Act. The adult robin's main predators are hawks, owls, domestic cats, and even snakes. When feeding in flocks, it can be vigilant, watching other birds for reactions to predators. Brown-headed cowbirds lay their eggs in robins' nests. I love cowbirds and will be doing a Friday Facts about these very interesting brood parasites. But the robins usually reject the egg, and I think it's because of the size and colour. The American robin is known to be a rejecter of cowbird's eggs, so brood parasitism by the brown-headed cowbird is rare. Even when it occurs, the parasite's chick does not normally survive to fledging. Look at this egg. What a beautiful blue colour. Robin's egg blue. I found this egg along the trail. It's nearly intact except for a small hole where a predator has sucked the contents out. Possibly a mink or stoat, I'm not sure. The American robin's diet consists generally of 40% small invertebrates, mainly insects such as earthworms, beetle grubs, caterpillars and grasshoppers, and 60% wild and cultivated fruits and berries. Their ability to switch to berries allows them to winter much further north than most other North American thrushes. Robins forage primarily on the ground for soft-bodied invertebrates and find worms by sight and sometimes by hearing, pouncing on them and then pulling them up. Nestlings are fed mainly on earthworms and other soft-bodied animal prey. In some areas, robins, particularly of the northwestern subspecies, that's ones we see here, will feed on beaches, taking insects and small mollusks. We get several other thrush species in Vancouver. The very lovely Townsend solitaire. It's a beautiful grey bird. I absolutely love it. the stunning mountain bluebirds that pass through in the fall and spring, and the varied and Swainson's thrush. We also get the hermit thrush, but it lives up to its name. I have very little video of the hermit thrush, but I'll be doing Friday facts about these birds at a later date. But here, just to compare their song, is a fairy thrush singing. And this is the song of the Swainson's thrush. Isn't it beautiful? The male American robin, as with many thrushes, has a complex and almost continuous song. It is commonly described as a cheery carol, made up of discrete units, often repeated and then spliced together into a string with brief pauses in between. The song varies regionally, and its style varies by the time of day. They are often among the first songbirds to sing at dawn as the sun rises, and the last in the evening as the sun sets. It usually sings from a high perch in a tree. The American robin also sings when storms approach and again when storms have passed. In addition to its song, the species has a number of calls used for communicating specific information, such as when a ground predator approaches and when a nest or other American robin is being directly threatened. Even during nesting season, when they exhibit mostly competitive and territorial behavior, they may still band together to drive away a predator. And I'm going to let you in on my best kept secret, my best bird watching tip. When looking for owls and hawks and other raptors, always listen out carefully for the alarm call of a robin. It's usually a clear indicator that a predator, like an owl, is nearby. Thank you for watching my Friday facts about robins. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to share my video with friends and family. Please consider supporting my work and becoming a patron. I'd really appreciate it. There's a link in my description. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, please respect wildlife, and always try to put nature first.